So week 1 is the front hand blitz. Another way of looking at it is like a slingshot jab, because you're covering massive amount of space between you and your opponent, which is why I can catch people a lot, because they're not expecting me to be able to cover that amount of distance with anything, getting to them. It feels like they're safe right now. We are completely outside of boxing range. We're outside of kicking range, yeah? I want you to understand just the distance. So we're that far away. I've already explained about the bounce that puts you in and out of range, just slightly in and out of range, yeah? But what I want you to imagine with the blitz, the footwork's important. It's a hop. So if I lift my front leg, facing forward, I'm simply hopping. That's all I'm doing. I'm hopping. That's my opponent. If I was to lift one leg up and hop towards them, that's exactly what I'm doing. It's an easier way to break it down. But now, remember my stance is not forward facing, it's side on. So imagine doing a hop, but sideways towards your opponent. And that's what you're gonna be doing. So I'm in my bounce here. Then all I'm gonna do, once I've loaded my leg on the front bounce, on the forward bounce, I'm going to hop towards my opponent sideways. But you're going to land with your toes towards your opponent. So although I start side on, that's my opponent there, when I land forward, because that's where the energy is gonna go. I wanna be able to continue my momentum while we do this, while we are mid-air. So not when we've landed on that forward bounce, and not when we've landed after the hop. It's in the air as I'm taking off, boom, I'm gonna land the jab with my front hand. You catch your balance on your opponent in the air. This is why people are not familiar with it. It's not something that is normally used. We don't try to, in order to get power, we have to be grounded. This one, I'm doing it in the air. So it's not about power, it's about speed. And I catch my balance when I hit my opponent. So this is the closest weapon to my opponent. So that's why I like to use my front hand. It catches people off guard. So again, I'm here, boom. Ooh, that's too fast, yeah? So again, remember that, practice it, get your bounce right, load your front leg, hop, landing forward. In between that, there's a little snap jab, yeah? Front hand blitz.